All right, I decided to make a video on this because it's just blowing my mind over and over again, which is the fact that you need to use line items in HubSpot. Like it's not up for debate anymore when people are like, this is hard, it takes more time, sales doesn't want to do it. It's like when you're a kid and your coach is like, you have to come to practice and you have to run in order to get in shape. And you're like, I don't want to run because I don't want to. It's like, well, you to be good and to do things, you have to run and you have to practice your skills and you have to show up every day and do things correctly. And you're like, I don't want to. That's the reaction, the equivalent reaction of I don't want to use line items in HubSpot. And I'm just going to go into a little bit of why and how easy it is to actually use it. Is it harder, more time intensive than just putting an amount in the deal and then categorizing the deal on a macro level? Like, yeah, of course. But you get shit data with that approach, and then you literally can't do anything within the long term. And then people are asking questions, and you waste 15, 20 hours on the back end when you're looking back at deals trying to figure out what was going on. And so instead, if you just use line items, all of this information is captured. And it's literally so easy because if you are a company that has a set amount of products or services, it's even easier because you can create templates called products and then customize them as you go. If you're more dynamic, then it is a little bit more challenging because you have to put in some custom line items every single time. But overall, line items are the easiest thing to use. It just takes a little bit of discipline in order to do them. And so if I'm in a deal here, all I have to do is select from a product library if I want. In our demo account here, we have all these options, right? And so you can build out whatever quote you want. You can change anything here. You can change the billing frequency. You can go in here and edit every single detail around it, right? You can have custom properties here that fit exactly what your business does. You can do the unit price. You can delay the billing start date. You can build any type of quote you want. Is it perfect? No. But it is 100 times better and enables your business to grow and you to perform better at your job if you're using these line items as a salesperson, as a RevOps person, no matter who you are, you need to be using line items. And when you actually start using them, you start opening things up like workflows based off of specific parts of projects that you're running. You can look at expansion deals because you saw a specific line item of a service and when it's going to end and all these other details. And now you know what that timeline looks like for that expansion play. You can run reports off of specific services and products that are leading to all different types of conclusions about your customers. And so the list just goes on and on when you look at line items and why they're good to use and to report on, not even to mention the features that HubSpot keeps building on top of them, like your quotes, like your invoices, like your payments, everything else that goes into them. It all is built off of line items to make it feasible, to make it easy to use. And if you're just filling out information at the highest level of the deal, if I go back here, at the highest level of the deal, you're going to come in here 2 years later and you're going to be like, oh, we won an $11,000 deal. And what was this deal again? Oh, you know what? I actually don't have direct access to NetSuite, so I don't know the exact information about the line items that were billed for. Maybe I'll go back and look at my emails and you'll scroll through the timeline here and you'll scroll through the notes here. And next thing you know, you didn't record everything in the emails or the notes or the tasks or the meetings because not everything was connected at the time. And now you're just scratching your head and you're like, I don't even know specifically what we did here. The contract isn't attached. And then you're just going to give up. Or you're going to spend a bunch of time hunting this down. Where if you had line items, you would simply scroll in here to the deal. You'd be like, $11,000. That's cool. Well, what did we have in here? Oh, look, we had product A and service B. It looks like we gave them a 35% discount. And then they had no other deal associated to this. So there was no expansion or upsell. And so these are all the things that you're losing out on by not using line items because someone on your team or yourself think that line items is just too much work to put in and you don't want to standardize and you don't want to operate off of a specific playbook. And so it's just getting super frustrating seeing this over and over and over again because there's so much potential here with just a little bit of discipline to drive so much more growth within your business. But instead, the easy path is taken and we're just getting lazy and we're putting everything in a property on the left-hand side and making everything harder. So I don't know what the point of this video was. I think it's more of just a rant. Hopefully you found some value in it. If your team is facing this, then fix it. Do this. Use line items. Set up products so that your team can click and select and then make some modifications. And then all you have to do is use those line items to build a quote in HubSpot or to send an invoice. For us, it takes literally 2 minutes. You put it in, you change the terms based off of what you talked about with the client, and then you send over the invoice. It's done. Or set up the subscription. It's done. And now we don't have to even look at it. We can see that in 6 months, phase 1, phase 2 ends, whatever phase it might be, and now you're moving on to the next one. So now you have all your workflows triggering off of that, and you're good to go. So hopefully this was useful to you. If not, just ignore me. Yeah, I'm Dan Saavedra from MergeYourData. Thanks.